Welcome to the Murray State Library's tutorial on using the MeSH vocabulary for searching MedLine. MeSH is the National Library of Medicine's Controlled Vocabulary Thesaurus. It stands for Medical Subject Heading. MeSH gives uniformity and consistency to the biomedical literature and allows searchers to retrieve relevant articles even when authors have used different words or spellings to describe the same topic. For example, the MeSH term citric acid cycle covers all of the variations for the term Krebs cycle, so you don't have to type them all. MedLine is available through EBSCOhost and Web of Knowledge at Murray State University Libraries. Let's start at the University Library's homepage. If you click on Research Guides and Tools up at the top, and then click on N through R, then you can choose the Nursing LibGuide. Once here, you can go to the top and find the Finding Articles tab. Then scroll down until you find the MedLine database. If you haven't already, it will ask you to sign in using your network login. Now we're on MedLine's homepage. And let's say we want to search the economics of digital mammography and breast cancer. One way to do this is go to the top of the page and click on the MeSH 2015 link. This will take you into the MeSH browser. Now we can search our term. Let's see if we can find what the subject heading is for breast cancer. We can enter it into the box, and then it will say breast cancer use breast neoplasms. And it's the first one in the list. When you click on it, it will open up a list of subheadings. And if we go down, we can find economics. And it shows that the abbreviation for economics is EC. And then when we go to the search box, we can see what we're searching. We're searching breast neoplasms, EC. We can choose to explode it, and this will allow us to search narrower terms in the MeSH tree, or we can choose to search it as a major concept. We'll leave it as it is and go up to the top and click Search Database. So now it shows that we're searching the MeSH heading, breast neoplasms, and its subheading, economics. And we get 1,300 articles. Let's add a concept, digital mammography, and rerun our search. And then we get 10 articles. We can always go back and change our MeSH heading to a major subject heading by changing the H to an M and rerunning our search. And usually that will give you fewer articles. In this case, we get 5. If you do a good search, you want to have a number of articles that you will reasonably scan through. For me, I would say that number is about 100. You can go up to 200. But if you do a search and you get thousands of articles, then you know you need to narrow your search until you get to a number of articles that you can reasonably scan through. Another technique to using MeSH headings is called pearl growing. You don't go directly to the MeSH vocabulary, but you do a search. Let's do our same search using quotations, breast cancer, because we're searching it as a phrase, and rerun our search. Then scan through the articles and find what appears to be a relevant article and click on it. Once you click on it, it will open up the larger citation page, and you can scan down until you find the MeSH terms. And then we see that our MeSH term is breast neoplasms. You can click on that, and then you're searching the correct subject heading. And then we want to search economics. So we're going to put our slash back and search the subheading economics. You'll also notice that there's above the search box, you could click this box and and it will take you directly to the MeSH browser and tell you which subject heading would work for your term. But we're going to search this way, and we get 615 articles. And then we're going to add another concept, digital mammography, in quotation marks, and rerun our search. And that takes us back to 5. And remember, if you want more articles, you can change this major heading to a MeSH heading. And click search. And then we get 10 again. So when would you use a MeSH search? You can use MeSH when your basic search results are too large and not focused on your main concepts. MeSH helps when there's a large amount of literature published on your topic. And sometimes you may need to disambiguate a search word or phrase. Searching the word AIDS retrieves articles on the AIDS virus, but it also retrieves articles on hearing aids, audiovisual aids, clinical aids, teaching aids. But using the MeSH term for AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, will limit your retrieval to the relevant term. Consider using MeSH subheadings if you need to focus on a specific aspect of a topic. There are also times when you may not want to use MeSH. When your topic is new or an emerging concept, there may not be a MeSH term available yet. Or if you suspect that there's been very little published on your topic, then there may not be a MeSH term either. Or if you want to retrieve recently published articles, the newest articles in MedLine may not yet be indexed. There's a lag time of a few days to many weeks between when citations enter MedLine and when they're described as MeSH terms. In these cases, you can use basic keywords. This concludes our brief tutorial on MeSH terms in MedLine. If you need more assistance, please call the information desk at 270-809-2053, or you can email us or text us from the icons on the library's homepage. Thank you.